The Holy Spirit is always calling all of us near, no matter how we respond or whether or not we even realize it. It's who He is and what He does. In episode 1, we looked at what the New Testament says about God calling us near to Himself. That link is in the description below. Jesus called us to abide in Him, and He abides in us. We are connected to God. And the Holy Spirit is always calling us near to show us new perspectives, to free us to live in that connection. Hi, I'm Susie Marvin. I sense my awareness of God in the core of my being, my center, not my mind. And when my mind and feelings sometimes resist God thoughts, I have learned that I can say yes to those thoughts and receive them into my center. The Psalms, Isaiah, and Song of Solomon all refer to a place of meeting with God, a private, safe, secret, inner place. Paul writes about our inner person. He also says quite a bit about our center. In 2 Timothy 1:7, he writes, God has not given us a spirit of timidity, but of love, power, and there are several translations: discipline, sound mind, sound judgment. So I looked up the Greek. That word is sophronismos. Its root words are sozo, which is saved, and phren, which means midriff. God has given us a saved phren, a saved midriff, a saved center. Phren is translated understanding or thinking in English, not midriff or center. So what Paul says about the core of our being is easy to miss. 1 Corinthians 14:20 is the only verse that contains phren all by itself. As I read it, I'm going to substitute phren for thinking. Brethren, do not be children in your phren, yet in evil be babes, but in your phren be complete, mature. Since our phren can be immature or unsaved, it appears to me that, as with our minds, everyone has a phren, a center. The New Testament contains several compound words that include phren, but there are almost 30 verses with phroneo, to exercise the phren, to exercise our center. I'm looking forward to exploring what the New Testament says about the connection between Holy Spirit calling us near and the exercise of our phren. I'll give you scriptures in Greek words. They'll be written along with Strong's Concordance numbers in the descriptions below. They, along with other scriptures and all our life experiences, can be dots for us to collect. Holy Spirit will connect those dots with us in our phrens, our centers, individually, in the ways that work best for us. That can be frustrating for our minds, which tend to want answers quickly. However, I think you'll get attached to the process of the Holy Spirit slowly, thoroughly teaching you how to live connected with God. Here's a part of what Jesus said in John 16:12 through 14. I have many more things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. But when He, the Spirit of truth, comes, He will guide you into all the truth. He shall glorify me, for He shall take of mine and shall disclose it to you. I look forward to this experience with you, and I have a few questions for you. How have you felt Holy Spirit calling you near to engage with God's presence? Do you have a description for where you engage with God? How do you describe your phren? What does the exercise of our phren mean to you? I look forward to reading your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for joining me.